All right, let's try that again. We're going to create a new file. I like how it keeps my last settings, so that gives us our shape that we're working with. We're going to draw a circle. We're going to do one there. I'll make that 1 inch. We're going to do one here. I'm going to make that 1.5. Apply, and that gives us our 2 circles, right? So we're going to go over here to this draw line function, and we're going to connect here and then here, and then we just hit T for tangent, okay? And then we hit spacebar to finish that line and draw the next one. So we'll go like away from tangent here and here. When they're touching, we're just going to hit T for tangent, spacebar to finish our line, and then close. So that gives us our 2 tangent connections, right? Okay, so then we want to come back and trim. So we just use our trim function here, and we click that one, and we click that one, and then close. And then now we have our profile, right? Okay. Now, one of the concepts I was talking about was editing the shape. Let's see if we can do that. So I'm going to use a trim function here. Let's see. No, not that one. Not that one. It's like a combine. I really want like I kind of want it to be an open profile, because what we can do is like adjust this line here and pull this out. So essentially what it does is it starts off like that, runs around, comes back out to here, and then stops and goes back, right? So it's just another approach to how to profile. But I'm going to have to look up how to edit that the way that I want. So I'm just going to leave this shape as is for now. Let's go over here to the 2D or our toolpaths. We're going to go to Profile. This is how I do it. I window active layer. Let's just go ahead and compute the defaults. We'll press a play, and we can see that it plunges here and then works its way around. Okay. So let's go ahead and close the simulation. Let's go to this. Let's go ahead and clear, reset our preview, and close this. Okay. We're going to come back into our feature here. Again, we're down in our leads, right? So we can add a lead. And the one that I do think you should try this one. I mean, I don't know, but this 0 degrees, we're going to add a lead out a certain distance, and we'll calculate that one. And you can see how it kind of starts off the part, comes in, goes around, comes back. Then it's going to come back to the start, come off the part, go around, come back, so that's what we're looking at. Let's see if we slow it down in 3D, right? And we press play. You can see it starts off the part. It's going to go around, finishes off the part like that. Then it goes back to the start and does it again. What I normally recommend for the finishes, some of these smaller machines, they leave a bunch of lines that came up in another group, and you're trying to get a nice consistent finish. That could happen for a number of different reasons. So what I kind of like to do is have like a rough and finish. So if we come back in here, okay, so in Vectrix, you have your depth of cut, but how much it increments is based on your tool setting. If we edit our number here, another thing you could do to eliminate the burn is, maybe reduce your step downs. I guess this is for each pass. I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. All right, let's cancel that. Let's edit this. And let's just make 4 passes, right? So now what it's doing is it's making the depth of cut smaller and smaller. Now, of course, it means that you're taking more time to cut as well, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and say okay to this one. Now, this allowance over here, what this will allow you to do is leave some stock on the wall. So I'm just going to say 15, and I'll calculate, right? And then we're going to close. Actually, that's fine. Let's go to the 2D view now, and that gives us that profile, right? So we're going to select this again. Let's close this. We're going to go Profile. This time, we're going to edit our passes, and we're going to reduce it just to 1. Okay, so we have 1 pass at full depth, and we say okay to that. And then we're not having any allowance here. And then we calculate. Okay, so we're going to reset our preview. I'm going to slow this down a little bit and press play. So this is our roughing routine where it's going to step down. I'm sorry, I selected the second one. So that's the finish pass. So let's go ahead and reset. Let's do this one and press play. Doesn't look like it's cutting in the order that I want. Actually, it looks like it only did the one of them. Let's reset, preview all toolpaths. There we go. All right, so now we can see it starting off the part, runs around. It's taking our little light cuts as we go around. So it's going to do 5 passes or so to get to the bottom. And then once it does that, on that last cut, there'll be a little bit of stock left on the wall, and that will be our finished pass. Now, what we can do to kind of clean up the cut, we can adjust our speeds and feeds, slowing down our feed rate in order to get a nice consistent cut. And we've only left a little bit of material on the wall, and the point here is to give you a nice profile finish, okay? So this lead style of going past where it starts, starting off the shape and having it go past where it starts, I feel this will have a good impact on your finish, and interested in seeing what your results will be.